To Los Angeles take off today.
So the big question here is, what does it mean for Western New York as a tourist destination? 7 Eyewitness News reporter Matt Beauvais live for us at the airport, digging into all of this for us. Matt?
Well, Ed and Katie, it means so much. According to Senator Chuck Schumer, he says that so many people use this airport to fly all around the country, but they haven't had that option to get out to the West Coast. And it also means a lot for those people who travel for business. I don't think we could find a better person to talk to this morning. Jason Rice, he's traveled 55 times since the year has begun.
This is my 55th flight since January 1st.
And you're actually flying out to California this morning.
No, I'm not. I'm actually, I'm on my way west from here, but I'm headed to Minneapolis from here.
So you travel all the time, you said before when we talked, and this is just such a nice, convenient thing for someone who travels for business like you, having a direct flight like this.
Right, and a lot of times, like last minute, somebody will call up and say, I need to meet with you, can you be there tomorrow or the next day? If I had the option of heading, straight from Buffalo, Niagara, over to LA, to the West Coast, that might be really handy. It would help me out, especially if it was a direct flight, no stops in the middle, if I could just get to where I needed to go.
And that's kind of the consensus with probably the people you work with and other people who are in business. They need that really convenience.
Sure, and I think, as we were talking about earlier, there's a really nice effect for the area in that I think having a direct link, people who travel a lot like myself, you're looking for the convenience of it, as long as the airline is going to provide a pretty high level of service to the passenger. I mean, let's face it, when you're in a tube for 4 hours, you would like to be treated pretty well. And then too, I think it makes a good connection though. Any businesses from the West Coast that would be looking to expand in upstate New York, this is one more feather in your cap. You can say, hey, we've got a direct for you. We're not going to waste your time with stops in the middle of the country. And hopefully, this is just the first offering. Other airlines see it and say they've got a good idea. Let's do the same. San Francisco, LA, San Diego, and next thing you know, you've got kind of a link with the West Coast, kind of a direct pipeline.
Awesome. Well, Jason, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. We truly appreciate it. He's got a flight to catch, so we appreciate him talking to you. And Katie, we're going to be talking about this all morning long, coming up on 7 Eyewitness News at 6 and 6:30. Make sure to stay tuned.
Bingo, that guy hit the nail on the head, Matt. You found the perfect interview
I know, I was going to say he